the Hitbox, also known as Cheatbox, or how I like to call it, Stickless. Because Hitbox is a brand, and if you don't have that brand, people still call it Hitbox, whatever. So it's been subject of a lot of controversy as of late, this peripheral. There are a whole plethora of different takes. So first of all, what I think of the Hitbox Stickless is that it's the future. It's simply the future. And I'm gonna explain it throughout this whole video. And first I'm gonna tell you a situation that happened in the Smash community. Because it always has to be in the Smash community. Anything bad happens, Smash community, right? So, the Hitbox brand made a peripheral specifically for Smash called the Smashbox. And as everyone knows, specifically Melee, they are a community that champions their game as being the best fighting game. Well, not necessarily the best fighting game, but it's being an amazing game. Why play anything else if this game is super amazing, and right? They are known for saying that, while they ban stuff that makes characters viable because they don't like it and they say it's not fun. There are infinites in a lot of video games that are not banned because the infinite itself doesn't make the character top tier. They make them just viable. But in this community, people champion their game as being one of the best games ever, while we need to ban things we don't like because we don't like it. And so this new peripheral Hitbox made, the Smashbox, was made specifically because Smash players have, I think Melee players specifically, have wrist problems because of how much they need to move the stick, and the controller was made for your inputs to be way more precise and for you to not kill your wrists. And it got banned for being better. One thing about the Smashbox is that it's also controversial in the speedrunning community. I saw this one video by this one guy that does a lot of speedrunning videos about the community and stuff, and the Smashbox makes a trick in a Zelda game trivial, which does kinda pose a problem specifically to speedrunning. In the same video, the guy said he didn't know if the ban is necessary or not, and that he's gonna be using it because it's better for his wrists. Healthier for him to use it. I think that's a whole different beast because speedrunning is going through some stuff. So I don't know what my take would be there. In the video that I'm gonna link, maybe you can click it here. I don't know how YouTube works anymore. Maybe it's down in the description. You can watch it. He says he's gonna use it because it's better for his wrists, and that maybe it should be banned, maybe not. It poses both sides through the speedrunning perspective. But I do think people should be able to use it because it's better for your wrists. Take care of yourself. Keep playing your games and take care of your wrists. We don't really want carpal tunnel over here. Things improve, things get better, they are gonna get better. If we look at any fighting game, let's say Third Strike, is it technically unfair for a Q main to play against a Makoto main? It's one of the worst matchups in the game. Or how about in Tekken, now that everyone's talking about Akuma to fight Kuma the bear, would that be fair? I mean 1-1, right? What about in Melee? Is it fair for a Pichu main to play against a Fox main? There will always be top tiers in fighting games. It's impossible to have everything seem like a mirror match. Balance is its whole different beast, and it's simply impossible, and that's fine. That doesn't mean we have to ban things that are better. The Stickless, the Hitbox, it is better. Inputs are cleaner and faster. And this is where people say it's not fair. They have a better controller. Most of these people I've seen, like Alex Valle, are people that drop to $100 in sticks. Also, I'm of the personal opinion that a pad is better than a stick, like your controller, but it's better in what it can do and what you can do with your fingers, but most fighting game pads are usually trash, and no one really makes, even the people that make pads for specifically fighting games, they don't make them that good. So, I guess that's why pad it took so long for pad to take over, as it's been doing. And now there are things like Battle Beaver, these custom controllers that Sonic Fox uses, that mods the controller so it's better for fighting games. So, I always thought pad was better, but because of this drawbacks, and because a lot of people were already used to sticks, they didn't move to something that was better. Because they just like this other thing better. To put it bluntly, in the words of Sanford Kelly, just pick a top tier. I honestly think that the people that are against Hitbox, Stickless, Cheatbox are old. Like Alex Valle. Like they say, old dogs cannot learn new tricks, right? I could put boomer and caps in the thumbnail to try and get more clicks, but it's just a better peripheral that is most of the times better for your wrists. Not always. Depends on the people. It honestly took me a little while to learning it was killing my wrists. I play Hitbox, stickless. Learning it was killing my wrists. Once I got used to it, it was way better than holding my controller and mashing and doing stuff in my pad. Because I started with pad. And I got tired of having to buy another one because I killed the pad and the pad was not... The directional inputs were not precise and it was just... I don't think a hitbox gives you an unfair advantage. It does give you an advantage, but not an unfair one, if that makes any sense. There are characters that are banned in some games because they're honestly unfair, but there are top tiers that are not banned because you have an advantage, but it's not unfair. We don't see people just switching to hitbox even though it's better, and there's people with sticks still winning tournaments. One of the best examples is Sonic Fox and Goichi. Sonic Fox doesn't use his stickless, but he uses a pad, which it's the closest thing to a stickless. And again, in my opinion, it's better than a stick. And they're always coming back and forth. Because it might be better, but it's not the be-all end-all. Like, if it really were that big of a difference to ask for a ban, why aren't people just bodying with it? Why isn't everyone just moving to hitbox and winning tournaments? Why isn't that happening? Maybe it's because the same thing that stick players don't want to move to something they don't know. Maybe that's why. It doesn't have anything to do with it being better or not. But again, this is a better way to input. And why are we trying to ban it? Because you don't want to learn to be on even ground? If you play on pad, then you're basically doing almost the same thing as stickless. And if you're playing on stick and you're complaining, you're someone that has a stick usually has more than one. If you drop $200 on these bitches and then you complain that there's another peripheral that's better than yours, I don't know what to tell you, man. You're already dropping money on sticks. Why not just do the change? The people I actually feel for are the pad players, because pad's usually trash, and Battle Beaver is a little expensive. And modding it by yourself, just getting the things to mod it by yourself is way cheaper, but not a lot of people will want to mod their own controller to make it better, their own pad. I feel for them, because they probably don't have money to buy a stick or a stickless, and they have a controller that works, so I'm gonna use that, right? That's why I learned fighting games on pad, because that's all I have. So I do believe better controllers are good that they come out, and if you don't want to transition, that's on you, especially because the people that don't want to transition are stick players who have dropped countless amounts of dollars on their sticks but just don't want to learn the new thing and they want to ban it because, oh, it's unfair. Like, grow up. Stickless is the future of fighting games. That's simply the truth. If you don't want to accept that, well, I guess I shouldn't have said grow up. I guess I should have said stop growing up, old man.